That, guys, named after the Hebrew word for grandmother, safta is quickly becoming one of the hot spots in Denver. And what better way to celebrate Passover than at this modern Israeli restaurant?
Well, that's why we brought in James Beard award-winning chef Alon in to tell us more about the Passover in Seder plates.
Yeah, of course. So we're celebrating Passover at Safta. We're also celebrating Easter and everything else that's great and fun. And Passover is coming up on April 19th and 20th, or the first 2 days of Passover. And here we have this beautiful Seder plate, which has all of the different symbolic foods that you eat during Passover. But sometimes you go to a Passover Seder, and the Seder plate is like parsley and salt water, or like a lamb bone with just a little bit of meat on it. So what we've done is brought that Seder plate to life.
Kicked it up a notch,
Kicked it up a notch, and really, each food has a different symbolism. So like the lamb represents the sacrificial lamb during Passover, and you always have to serve a lamb bone, but here we have a lamb shank covered in all of this beautiful meat with a date honey glaze.
Why not,
on it.
right?
Yeah, so the horseradish, we grind it ourselves and make it really, really tasty instead of just getting it out of the jar. And here we have matzah that we bake in a wood-burning oven. So matzah is kind of like a big saltine cracker, right? That's the sacrificial part, right? To be like, why do I have to eat crackers during Passover?
There's a reason for it.
But there's a reason for it. And after Passover, that's when you get to have all the fun and start eating all of the other things that are created with all of these great pastry doughs. And we serve all of this at Safta. We have a great...
Can I try one of these?
Yeah, of
Which
course.
one should I try?
Do.
Pick one out for me.
I would definitely try that macaroon.
Get out of here, Tom.
Yeah, you can't get too close to the cameraman.
Well, and here's the thing, too, because you were, before we came out of commercial break, you were kind of giving us the little lesson for those of us who are not Jewish on what how the plate works and what it all means. And in your restaurant, I mean, there's a lot of people who walk in who maybe don't know the traditions.
Well, absolutely.
And that's okay.
And look, this food is for everybody. And it's not about a religion for us. It's about tradition and about celebrating stories through food. And so we welcome everybody to come. And if you've never experienced a Passover meal before, this could be a great way to start. I promise everything will taste really good. And if you have, this may be a different way to experience it that you haven't experienced in the past. Not only this, but we're also going to be serving like matzo ball soup. We're going to be serving a beautiful brisket from Wagyu beef that's been cooked with whipped potatoes and apricots, and then an amazing flourless almond cake with strawberries and
it has to be flourless, right?
It has to be flourless. Unleavened, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like something James Beard award-winning chef would put together.
Well, I hope you guys come and visit us. And
where are you guys?
We're on Brighton Boulevard at the Source Hotel.
The Source, of course.
Wow.
We know where the Source is.
Yep.
And now that I-70's back open.
That's right. Well, I mean, and
helps.
Brighton Boulevard, it's like 6 lanes.
Right.
Really wide lanes. You can drive like big Cadillacs down it. There's plenty of parking. So it's
Big
not like it
Cadillac.
was.
Through the traffic woes.
Yes.
It's grown up a little bit. Well, good to have you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
We got to get over to traffic. Let's